everyone, my name is Marie, welcome to my channel and welcome to another speed build. So today I'm back with another one pack only build where I try and do a build for every single expansion pack at this point. So just base game and then that one specific expansion pack. And today we're covering Get Famous, as you can probably tell by the title of this video and by the world where we are building today. So yeah, I'm building a 70s inspired house and I furnished it for a couple of friends or like roommates. Well, I guess friends is a lot more fun than just roommates. So yeah, I was definitely picturing 3 friends living in this house, and I'm really happy with how this house came together. For my one pack only build for this pack, I was really debating what I should build because obviously a lot of you would like to see a celebrity mansion up on the hills, and I was really just set on doing that at first, but then I was like, you know what? I don't really know if I want to do that because for one, mansions are not my favorite things to build, like not my favorite builds to do whatsoever. I don't really like doing huge houses like mansions like that. I've done it before, but I try to avoid it. And then for this specific pack build, I was thinking that I could not, like there was no way of escaping it. Like I had to do a celebrity mansion. And then I was like, it's also a little bit too obvious maybe to do a celebrity mansion. So I decided to do something a little bit more, I guess I could call it like low key, a little bit you know, not as grand, not as glamorous, but still a lot of fun. And I'm still utilizing a lot of items from the pack, obviously, just not the very glamorous things, like the very over the top items that this pack comes with. I mean, I used a few of those items, but more so the more mid-century modern inspired items, because this pack does come with one of my favorite decor styles, which is mid-century modern up to like 70s, I guess. I love mid-century modern. I love that sense of style. I love the items. It's just so much fun. So I was very excited about this one pack only build, and it also made me build in this world, the world that came with Get Famous, that's called, oh gosh, I always space out on the name, Del Sol Valley, right? Del Sol Valley, I think is what it's called. So yeah, I don't really build here all that often, actually close to never. I have done a couple builds, but only a few in this world. And that is because, okay, so here's the thing with Del Sol Valley. It's really pretty. It's really well made. I like it a lot. I'm not talking about the lots, like the actual builds that it came with. I'm not talking about that, okay? We're not talking about that. I'm just talking about the world and how it looks and the whole vibe of the world. I think is really fun. I love it so much. But the lots are so weird. And there are so little lots. We only have 2, well, I guess 3 areas we can actually build, but only 2 of those are residential areas. We have the, well, this area where we are building, which is definitely more starter home area, a little bit, I don't know. I don't really want to call it run down looking, but it's definitely a little bit more on the messy side. The houses are a bit cheaper. It's really for people who aren't famous yet and just like literally getting started with their careers. And then we have the complete opposite, which is the huge mansion lots up on that hill where Judith Worth lives and what's the other, like the orange, like Bailey Moon family. I have no clue what they're called, but like those very over the top global celebrity households that live up there on the hill, and we have nothing in between. And that is so annoying to me because this house that I'm building in this area, like the more rundown, like starter area, this house, I would have actually really wanted to build this in like a more like in between area that is a little bit on the nicer side for Sims that are a little bit more on the wealthier side, but definitely not global celebrities, but definitely a little bit further up in their career. They have a little bit more money to spend, like that sort of thing. A little neighborhood like that would have been perfect, but sadly we don't have that. This world is very small lot-wise. when you look at the map, when you like look at the map view of this world, there is like a little coastal area. But sadly, we didn't get any lots in that area. And I think that that would have been so fun if we got a few lots in that beachy area, like the coastal area. That would have been so much fun. Like that could have been the more like in between area for the more like wealthier Sims, kind of on the famous side, like that sort of thing. That area by the beach would have been perfect for that. You could like have your Sims go, well, I want to say bike rides, but this pack did not come with bicycles. But if you have a pack with bikes, then you can have your Sims go for bike rides, like along the coast, like along the beach, like on a cute boulevard, something like that. Like that would have been so perfect. Just one more neighborhood with a few lots would have made me so happy with this world. Like that would have made such a difference. Sadly, the world is the way it is. And also the lots in this area. This is supposed to be a more starter home area, but the lots are huge. Like this lot is a 40 by 30, but then the one next to this lot is, I think it's like a 50 by 40 or something like that. It's so big. How are you going to build a starter home? Like you have to build a couple houses, like neighboring houses or something like that on that lot, for it to not look really strange and out of place. Like if you were just to build like a large villa on that lot, like that would be so weird and would look very, very out of place. So yeah, I guess you get the point. Like I have some struggles with this world. As much as I like it, I do struggle with it for sure. However, I always find myself, as much as I avoid this world, I guess, I always find myself very much enjoying it whenever I do decide to build here, and then specifically in this neighborhood. The mansion area is just, it's not my favorite. The lighting is weird. You can't get any direct sunlight at the front of the build that you're doing because the lighting situation for those lots are just so annoying, and it's kind of bad for these lots over here in this neighborhood as well, but you can kind of make it work, especially when you go into live mode. Then there are some hours of the day where the lighting is really good and really pretty. But for the mansion lots, that is just not the case. Well, I mean, I have only built there a couple times, but so as far as I know, that is not the case for those lots. So those are not my favorites. I also just don't really like that area up there on the hills. It's a little bit bland, I want to say. The view is amazing. Like when you have like those lots on the hill, like you have a spectacular view over the city and over the ocean. It's gorgeous. The view is absolutely amazing. But for the rest, those lots are just a little bit, they're so big and so intimidating, and I don't really enjoy building up in that area. So that's why I decided to come here and do a cute build here. And I do think that even though this house is definitely a lot bigger than a starter home, I think that this build fits here very, very nicely. You can see that I'm definitely going for a 70s inspired house. Shape-wise, I was working with a reference photo just to get started. I only looked at it a couple times though, and the thing I was most inspired by was the asymmetrical roof line for the front of the house. I think that is so much fun. So that is what I decided to go for this house. It's just a classic 70s inspired vibe in my opinion, and I just really wanted to do something like that. So that is what I decided to do. And so yeah, shape-wise, I was definitely struggling, and then floor plan-wise as well. Oh my gosh, I think I spent like over an hour trying to figure out this floor plan, which obviously I did not record. But yeah, it was a struggle and a half to figure out the floor plan. But I really, really like how the house came together, and then also the color scheme for the exterior. I was trying to make this house look a little bit more on the older side of things. So it's definitely a little bit of an old house. It was definitely built in the 70s, and it hasn't really been updated on the exterior. However, it did get some like fresh paint jobs and stuff like that. You can see that the front door is a nice bright blue. The windows are nice and blue and probably like freshly painted to kind of give the house an update, because it's not like run down or anything on the inside. It's not gross and run down. It is very nice and modern, but definitely also somewhat dated in some spaces, I guess. So yeah, I furnished this house for 3 best friends who are trying to make it big in their careers. And then I was obviously going for careers that came with the Get Famous pack. So an actor, a vlogger, and a music producer, I think you could call it. So yeah, this house has 3 bedrooms. They each have their own bedrooms, and then it also has a couple bathrooms, I think 3 in total. I only recorded one, I think, but then we have one really, really good bathroom upstairs. It's very big, but I will show you that one in the tour portion of this video after the speed build, because I did not record that one, sadly. But yeah, the house is definitely on the larger side of things. So I was definitely thinking that these Sims living here, these three best friends, they are not all that famous yet, but they are definitely going places. So I was thinking they are either like level 1 or 2 celebrities, so notable newcomer, or the one that comes after that. I don't know what it's called. So yeah, they're not like world famous or anything, but they are definitely making good money off of the work that they do. They're just not that famous yet, is what I was thinking. So they decided to move to Del Sol Valley. Is it called Del Sol Valley? I always forget. There is a Sims 3 world with a very, very similar name. And even though I have never played The Sims 3, oh, that's Sunset Valley, I think. Oh, yeah. So Sunset Valley is The Sims 3, I believe, and then Del Sol Valley is The Sims 4. So I think I got it right there. So yeah, these three friends, they decided to move to Del Sol Valley a while back, and they were probably able to buy this, at that point, very old and run down and just, you know, not that great looking house in this not that amazing neighborhood. They were probably able to buy this house for a decent price, especially since they probably already had some money saved up and they were definitely already making some money off of their careers as well, or maybe they had jobs on the side when they first came here to make all the money they possibly could. But yeah, they decided to buy this older looking house and fix it up over time. I don't know how realistic that would be, but for this storyline and this little build, I thought it would be a fun, yeah, just a fun little thing to play around with. So they bought this house and they tried to fix it up a little bit. They, like I said, gave it a fresh paint job, the exterior, and then probably also the interior. And they definitely got some nice furniture pieces, probably some secondhand stuff as well, but mostly probably just also really good deals on things. So yeah, this house is definitely a mixture of very modern and nice and luxurious, but then at the same time also a little bit run down and definitely from the 70s. And yeah, I was really trying to capture that vibe. And here you can see that I did go for a classic conversation pit, which I think is so much fun. Ever since we got platforms in the base game, it's just such a nice feature, especially for this style of house, where you can play around with platforms, like make a conversation pit and just, you know, make it a little bit more split leveled. And that's what I was trying to do. I didn't really overuse the platform tool. I literally only did this sunken down living room area. And then for the rest, not really anything. So I kept it to a minimum, just to make it easy for like routing around and stuff like that. But yeah, so that is kind of the storyline that I had in mind for the Sims. Now, one thing that is, I think, nice is that you could very, very easily turn this house into a family home if that suits your gameplay a little bit better. But I was really trying to find a household like dynamic where you can really try out all the careers, like the different aspects from this pack. So the actor career, the music producer career, and then the video maker or like vlogger or whatever you want to call it, like that career. So those are the three things that really came with this pack that you might want to try out. And I really like all of those. Honestly, I feel like Get Famous, I really, really enjoy this pack. I think it's a really, really good pack, except for the world in some areas, but we already talked about that. I covered that, I think. But then for the gameplay, I really like it. The fame system is really good. It definitely adds a fun aspect to the game. Like, some parts of this gameplay are a little bit ridiculous. When you are a global celebrity, I don't know, you can like place your star on the Walk of Fame, like that sort of thing. And those things are just a little bit, they're not all that exciting. You can hold meet and greets, which I think that is a lot of fun. Sometimes also a little bit but if you have a fun storyline that you're playing with, I feel like it's really fun. So you can do like meet and greets. You can go to like exclusive parties and stuff, I believe, or there are specific lots where you can only enter if you are a certain level of in the celebrity thing. I don't really know how to explain it, but you probably know what I mean. So those types of things in this pack I think are a lot of fun, and I just really, what I love the most, and that is why I think I decided to build a house for a household like this, like starting celebrities. I really love that starting out phase where you're trying to make as much money as you possibly can, where you're trying to become famous, you're publishing your work, or you're doing all the stupid little acting jobs that you can get your hands on in the most ridiculous costumes, like that sort of thing. I just think that that starting out phase is a lot of fun. And then when you actually become very, very famous and make a lot of money, then it starts to become a little bit repetitive, I think, in my opinion. But I really love how creative this pack is, because for example, with the video, like the vlogger career, I guess you could call it, I really like how, I mean, it's a little bit repetitive sitting behind your desk making videos, but when you are doing like a very detailed specific storyline and you like coming up with titles and stuff for the videos that your Sims make, I feel like it's really fun. Like you can really think about, for example, what sort of YouTube channel they have. Do they have a beauty and lifestyle channel, or do they have something else? And then you can really just in your mind try and think about what sort of videos they make and give it like fun titles and see how they do, like money wise and stuff, and how much money each video makes them. I just think that that is a lot of fun. And then also the acting career, it's a little bit repetitive in the sense that you always go to the exact same lot for the job, but all the sets are so different and so fun, and there are so many of them. I don't even think I have seen all of the sets at this point, because I also just don't do that much gameplay, and then when I do gameplay, I don't always do the actor career, obviously. But I have done it definitely a couple times, and I don't even think that I have seen all of the different sets, but there are so many different sets, and that makes it so much fun, because every time you get a new job, like a new acting job, you're just going to that, traveling to that set, like thinking like, what set are we getting today? Like, what is this going to be? What's it going to look like? What sort of costume is my Sims going to wear? What are they going to do with their hair and makeup? And I just think that that is a lot of fun, because it's just so different every time. And then you send your Sim to the stage and they perform their little scenes, and I just love watching it. I really think that that is so much fun. It probably has something to do with the fact that I am an actress in real life. So, I mean, it's just very, well, I want to say it's very recognizable for me. It's very familiar, but at the same time, how it goes down in The Sims is obviously not how it goes down in real life. It's just a very silly version of the career, I guess you could say, but I just really like it in The Sims. I just really love watching my Sims perform their little scenes, and how ridiculous but also cute it is at the same time. I just really like that. So I feel like the careers in The Sims are really, or in this pack, are really fun. The music producer career, I haven't really tried ever. I think I've done it like once, but I didn't really get super far. I think the music career is where your Sim like makes jingles and stuff like that, and then at some point maybe music for like movies and stuff. I don't even really know. I haven't really played around with that career a lot. If you know more about it, definitely let me know in the comments, because I'm really curious. But that is kind of the direction that I was going in. You can see that downstairs, I totally talked over it, but downstairs is the biggest bedroom, and I furnished that one for the vlogger because, you know what, I thought they just needed the most space, because they do need that whole like setup, that whole desk in their bedroom. So I gave them the largest bedroom downstairs with the whole desk and stuff like that. And then upstairs we have a couple smaller bedrooms. I gave the actor the smallest bedroom, which is this one that we're getting started on right now, because they don't really need anything in their bedroom to work on their career. I mean, obviously you could like work on your acting skill, like in the mirror, you can work on your singing skill in here, but you don't really need any specific objects for that other than a mirror. Or a microphone, I think, but I just decided to place a mirror in here. I do have a microphone in the music career Sims bedroom. Oh my gosh, I'm so bad at explaining things today. So there is definitely a microphone in this house if you want to use that skill building item. But since the actor doesn't really need any career related items in their bedroom, I decided to give them the smallest one. This one is very colorful though. I was thinking that the Sim could be a very like bubbly person, very colorful. They like They also literally just like bright colors in their bedroom, like in their space, very out there. That's just something that I was thinking about. It's not like, not all actors are like that, because I mean, I'm an actress and I'm very, very introvert, and I like neutral, muted colors. So I also like to go crazy with color sometimes, but not as crazy as this sim went in their bedroom, as you can see, with like green and yellow and blue and all the colors. But I really like this bedroom though. I think that this is my favorite bedroom of the house because it is so colorful. I don't know, I just really like how the colors kind of flow together, and it's just nice and not too overwhelming. And then I also placed some like movie related things in their bedroom. They have some movie posters and then a very large movie poster in their bedroom as well that I sized down a couple times because that like wall decoration is so big. So I sized it down a couple times. And then the other bedroom upstairs is for the music producer. And one thing that was really annoying, I really was set on placing the electric piano in their bedroom, but that is not a base game item. I thought it was either a base game or Get Famous, but it's from a different pack, so I have no clue at this point where the electric piano is from, like what pack it's from. I have to go ahead and check because I was certain it was either base game or Get Famous, but it's not. So we did not get the electric piano with this pack, and I was really bummed out by that because I was thinking that they are in the music producing career, like that's why I gave them that like mixing table, but I was thinking they are also just a really talented musician, so they probably play the piano, they play the guitar, they have to come up with like their jingles and their songs somehow, so I figured they are a composer, obviously. So I really wanted to give them a piano and a couple guitars, but then obviously the huge pianos that come with the with this game, those did not fit in here. And also, how are you going to get a piano like that up here in a small bedroom like this? Like that is just not going to work. So I eventually placed one downstairs in the living area because I did definitely have some space left in the living area. So I decided to place a large like grand piano downstairs, and it really fills up the space nicely. So I'm really happy that I decided to do that in the end. But yeah, this bedroom is also quite colorful. Lots of oranges and blues in this bedroom, and also very mid-century. I definitely did repeat a couple of the items throughout this build because I was definitely missing some of my favorite mid-century style objects from different packs. With this build, I was definitely struggling a bit, feeling a little bit limited because I'm definitely used to having all the packs installed, and there are so many mid-century inspired items from different packs that I love so much and that are so nice to combine with the items from Get Famous. So yeah, I was struggling a little bit in that department. I was also struggling a little bit in the clutter and decorations and plans department. I was feeling a little bit limited. I definitely repeated the same plants over and over again throughout this house, but that's because I just did not really have anything else to place because it's a one pack only build. So yeah, I was missing some of my favorite items definitely for this build, but that has also something to do with the fact that mid-century is my favorite style to decorate in. And there are just so many items from different packs that complement this style of house so nicely. And I was just missing them at this point, but that's fine. It was a fun challenge. And I really like how this pack or how this build came out eventually. I also really like the outdoor space. I definitely did not use up all of the lot for the backyard because that would just be way too big. I did fence off a couple of areas. They also have a nice pool that definitely looks a little bit more on the older side of things. I mean, it's clean, you can swim in it, but you can see that it's a little bit dated. And then I also have a large bar by the pool, so your Sims can just go ahead and mix up some drinks, have a fun little party. I even gave them a hot tub, which this one also definitely looks a little bit more on the dated side of things, but still very nice. They have it nonetheless. So yeah, these Sims are definitely doing very well for themselves. They are on the way to becoming very famous, and then maybe they will eventually move to a celebrity mansion with the three of them, or you could even have up to 6 Sims, like 3 couples living in this house. So they can also just stay together, like the 3 of them, and then eventually with their significant others maybe. But that is actually it for this build, so let's jump right into the game and I'll show you the house in real time. So here we have the house in the game. I have to say I love the color scheme. It's definitely a little bit on the dated side of things, and that's what I like about it. But I love the blue windows. I never use this blue swatch, but it goes so nicely with this tan color of the paneling. And then they just have this little area in the front of the house where I placed a cute picnic table and some outdoor bins and the letterbox, obviously. And then back here they have their backyard with their little bit dated looking pool, still quite luxurious though. And then they have a bar over here and a nice seating area with a bright yellow couch, which I just really like. And then they have a large dining table and a grill and also a hot tub over here, so that is really nice. And then they have some lounge beds over here as well, which is very relaxing. And then over here they have a teeny tiny outdoor gym area. I just placed this gym equipment item and then this one as well, so they can do some kickboxing and just some working out outdoors. Then when we walk through the bright blue front door, we have this very spacious entryway, this hallway. That is just how the floor plan made the most sense, so I decided to go for it. But yeah, this entryway is very big. We have a dresser in here with some decorations and then also a full-on little living area. Just a nice additional seating space. And then when we walk through this archway, we enter into the living area. So we have this conversation pit. I love the platform situation in here. It's nothing special, but still very cute. And as you can see, I placed down the grand piano down here, which fills up the space so nicely in my opinion. I also placed a lot of these large artworks to fill up the space, and they really bring in a lot of colors, so that is really nice. And then over here we have the living area with the green couches and the TV and just some random decorations. And then I really love this feature of the house. Back here is the kitchen, as you can see, and we have like this island counter bar situation over here that I just really enjoy. You can sit here, use the computer or have some food and still have a conversation with someone sitting on the couch. I don't know, I just really love the feature, and it's something in my opinion that is just very mid-century. So over here obviously we have the kitchen with a nice dining table, very chic, and we have the actual kitchen over here with a coffee maker and then just some decorations over here in the corner. The actual kitchen itself is not too special, like not too luxurious, but I really love this bar situation and the dining table in here. And then off of the kitchen we have the hall bathroom. So this is just a full bathroom with a shower tub combo and some fun light blue cabinets. And then over here on the other side of the house we have a teeny tiny little hallway that leads you into the second hall bathroom. Furniture wise it's very similar to the other bathroom, it's just a very different layout as you can see. And then through this door we have the largest bedroom of the house, which is the one for the influencer, I guess you could call them. They have a nice double bed. I gave all three bedrooms the exact same bed, but then just in different swatches because I just love this bed so much, and it comes in a lot of different color swatches. So I was like, you know what, why not just give all three bedrooms the exact same bed, just in different colors. But yeah, they have their video making station over here with a cute backdrop in my opinion. I tried to decorate this wall a little bit so that it would look cute on camera for them. Obviously you don't see the videos, but still I just really liked to keep that in mind. Then they have their wardrobe over here, and it's just a very nice and spacious bedroom. And they also have a very nice skylight, as you can see. So yeah, that's really cool. And then when we go upstairs, we have this landing with the balcony effect, as I like to call it. You can see into the hallway downstairs. And I decided to place a little bar back here. I don't know why, but I just thought it was a nice way to fill up the space, and it's just a nice area for your Sims to sit and have a drink. I also placed a stereo over here in the corner so that they can listen to some music. And then over here we have the very colorful bedroom for the actor. I love this green wallpaper back here. It just screams 70s to me, and I just really like it. I placed a couple of movie posters and some nightstands, as you can see. They have their dresser over here and then just a little bit of extra clothing. Maybe they store like their costumes and stuff up here. I don't really know. I just figured they would have a little bit more clothes. And then over here they have this beautiful decoration on the wall as well. So a lot of movie related things. And then also a couple of awards. Why is there a chair inside this bed? I did not do that on purpose, and I think the build is on the gallery like this. I don't know how I managed to do this, but there is a chair inside this bed. So yeah. So if you download the house and place it in your game, just delete this random chair. But anyway, next door we have the bedroom for the music producer. It's a bit more on the lighter side, but also quite colorful, very orange and blue. So they have their bed over here, and then they have their music producer little station over here, and then their dresser as well. And then I placed a couple of guitars, as you can see, and and then they also use the grand piano downstairs is what I was thinking to compose. I also placed a microphone in here so you can work on skills with that as well. And this person also has a cute little balcony off of their bedroom, which is very nice. So I just placed a chess table up here for a nice skill building item, but you could place anything up there. And then we have a very large upstairs hall bath as well. I really like how this bathroom came out layout wise. I placed this corner tub in the corner, obviously, and then I just placed a random poster of bok pancakes up there because I thought it would be cute to have bok pancakes in there. Then we have this sink over here and some extra counter space, a toilet, and a shower in the corner. But that is actually it for this build. So this famous friend's house is up on the gallery. It comes in at just under 141,000 simoleons, so very expensive, but that's just how it is, I guess. The house is built on a 40 by 30 in Del Sol Valley, and it has 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. You could very easily turn it into a family home if that suits your gameplay a little bit better, so I feel like that is nice and versatile. That is actually it for this video, so I really hope that you enjoyed this one. You can obviously go ahead and download this build off the gallery like I just showed you. My username on the gallery is Simmarysims. You can also follow me on Twitter and on Instagram if you'd like. My username is Simmarysims on there as well. If you're not subscribed to my channel already, feel free to do so, and if you want to be notified of every single time I upload a video, just click that little bell icon and you should be fine. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!